Hey Rakesh.
Hey Gautam,
Hi,
uh,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm well. So I'll be the moderator for your session.
Thank you. And am I audible correctly? All are right.
Yes,
Cool.
all is
And
good.
also, like how I'm going to. Okay, I can share my screen, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Fine. I think
yes.
all are good now. So yeah, I think within 1 minute we'll go, and
Live.
then
Yeah.
you will help me
Well,
to navigate from here to there.
yeah, so we are currently live. So we're waiting for a few people to join.
Okay. So
Yeah,
we are
then
live.
we can start. Yeah, we are live actually.
Oh, that's great. I think I never realized that we are live. So where can I see in the right side? There's a chat, and I can see all the communications.
It should be on your right hand side.
Yeah,
Just there.
I can see a lot of chats. Yeah, okay. There's a station, and oh, Sivash
Yes.
is. S- yeah, hey, hello. See, I'm not a seasoned speaker. If you ask me to, speak something like the other, speakers are speaking, I may not be that right person. I'll try to be as much as close to like a designer, right? And my session is also today very like tricky. I have to tear down, like I have to show my tear down process, and that's very like tricky part. You have to talk about good and bad things about some products. Some people may like, some people may not like, right? It's actually uh, very risky. At the same time, I think when like you explore something, then I think that is also interesting for yourself, that you are experiencing those good and bad both products. So let me know when we can start. I have some slides, I have some videos to share. So I'll go ahead and start, sharing all these videos, and I'll start sharing my slides, Gautam.
Yes. So I think we can start now. Yeah.
Cool. So let me share my screen. I have a lot of things open. So
Yeah. So Rakesh, I'll give a quick introduction about you,
yeah, sure.
and we can start.
Right.
All right. Good. So, to all the audience, welcome to today's session. It's great having you all here. So, we have with us Rakesh Mondal. So, to describe him in his own words, he's first a husband, a father, and then a digital product designer. So, he loves solving business problems using design. So, he started painting at the young age of 5 and fell in love with digital design at the age of 17. So, for the last 15 years, he's worked on various aspects of design, right from concept development, UI, UX, to visual design. He firmly believes that users are the king. Understanding their pain points and behavior is the first step to creating delightful experiences and design solutions. So his job as a digital product designer is to leverage this user behavior to achieve business goals. So he also runs saasui.design, which is a hand-picked collection of latest SaaS applications design patterns from SaaS products that emulate the best in class design. He also runs a YouTube channel, in his free time, sharing insights into life as a professional designer. It's great having you on board, Rakesh. The screen is yours.
Yeah, thank you so much, Gautam. That introduction was really, fantastic, and I feel like on top of the world. That when you say first father and husband, and then designer, it's
I'm
actually
glad.
opposite way. First I'm the designer, then I'm father and husband. So yeah, thank you. Well, thanks Gautam once again. And as you know, I'm Rakesh Mondal, and my today's session is like UX and UI tear down. Godam, my slides are visible. Like,
Yes, they are.
yeah, okay, cool. Because I can't see what is happening, right? So I'm a full-time designer at Zomentum. When I say designer, I joined Zomentum in a very early, days, and my job was to do everything on the design. But now I mostly focus on the product design, and then I am also the curator of SaaS UI.design, which is my like part-time side project. And today, this UX and UI teardown is mostly related to this SaaS UI dot design. And I learned a lot of things from doing this, curating this SaaS products, and those learning I basically apply to my current job inside Zomentum. So that really helps me to get some good or best practice from different products to bring inside Zomentum. So that is the reason. That's the reason I created saasui.design. That every day I think as a designer or as a PM or maybe as a UX researcher or anyone who is even as a founder, you actually struggle to find a good experience or a good design. And what you do basically, you go to Dribble, you go to Pinterest, you go to Behance and try to copy that design. But basically, if you look at Dribble, Pinterest and all, they all are very good when it comes to getting the inspiration for some certain things. But when you wanted to understand that how a functional aspects of a product is happening, then you need something realistic. So while I was also researching and I was also trying to get some inspiration from all this platform, then I found that it is better to experience different products and then learn from there. So from there, actually, this SaaS UI.design happened. Until now, I curated almost 35 plus products. So when I say curated, means I had to actually go through all these products end to end, and then I pick them and share in my website. Now, so that is the reason today this UX and UI teardown. Basically, when you experience those products, then you understand that how these products are working, and at the same time, what are the good things and what are the bad things about all these products. So I think that's the reason entire SaaS Insider team wanted me to have this session. So now the question is, how do I curate all this? First thing, I look for a product which is very interesting, which is not a typical product. And then I, list down those products, and then I, first look into their website, look into their entire feature or what kind of problem they are solving, and then from there I try to experience that. Most of the cases, if I find a good product, then I get inside that product. But if very rare chance that I will not get the access, because some products are really you have to go through their process, but most of the products are open for tried out. So this is how I actually go inside the product, and then I curate them. But to do that, what is my first thing which I do when I first looking into the product? So I started developing a good eye for design. When I say good eye for design, that means it's not just that, hey, how the button color is, how the shadows are, or maybe how the screens look like, is it a wow or not? No. Good eye means that from the functional aspects, from the business aspects, and from the design aspects, how they are actually catering and how they are solving what they are talking about on their marketing platform, on their website, right? And then I so there are process when I say about the good eye. So first I try to find the interesting product. As I mentioned, that all products I don't go and just curate, or I just go and tear down, because if the product is not interesting, then there is no point to invest on that product to understand how they are working. Second thing, what I do, that when I try to experience that product, first thing I try to understand that okay, what exactly it's great, what is making this product great when it comes to the design or the experience. Let's say somebody has a very interesting login screen that grab my attention. So what exactly grabbed my attention, I make a note that whether their copies are really nice, or their placement of the structures are very nice, or maybe their error messagings are very nice. So all this small detailing I noted down, and I share, and I keep that in my exercise. And that's how I try to identify that what exactly the great thing inside that product. And the third thing, when I'm noting it down, and then I save all this for my future reference. So previously I used to put it on a normal Dropbox folder, but then I realized that there are a lot of things are there in with me. So let's share that. And that is the reason. That's how this saasui.design become my side project. And now, it's getting benefited by some of the, designers and PMs, because they send me messages that, hey, it's a good and all. So after saving the reference, I actually now publish them. So it helps other designers also. And that's the three things I actually develop, during my design research or during my entire process, that how I find a good product and how I actually experience them. So today, the topic is UX teardown. I am not going to tear down anything bad, but I'm going to showcase two products, and those all are related to the trending and cutting, the current situation. In that current situation, these two products are really interesting. One is Session, another is TLDB. Both are related to video conferencing and the remote work. And if you are not aware about what is Session and what is TLDB, I'll quickly jump into their website. This is a session what they call about, they talk about that bring your tool to the entire tool for inside your meeting. And if you look at their website, it's a very clean, nice, and there's a small quick animation. It's showing that during the meeting you can bring everything. So that actually grabbed my attention, that this product is interesting. Another product which I'll talk about is the TLDB. TLDB is nothing but they record and annotate and highlights your meeting. And it is so simple to use. And I'll show you a couple of great example how they onboard user and how they offboard the user. When I say offboard, means let's say you want to leave TLDB and you don't want to use TLDB. Their experience is also so delightful that you will always remember that. So these two are the primary product which I'll be quickly showing, that what I really found interesting. I'll not share my bad things, because it is always better to share the good things. Then bad things will automatically go from there. And if you don't know that how saasui.design is, it's a simple website where you have all the great products example in terms of functional and the design aspects. You can actually go there and visit all the screenshots of the products which I experience and I share. So without any further, let's jump into my next thing called, okay. So here, as soon as you onboard, you log in inside Session, what happened? They send you a welcome, message. And the very interesting part, if you look at here, they talk about, hey, watch a demo session. First, I thought that it will be a normal demo, right? But then I thought that no, let's check it out. What that demo is special, because I'm not sure that how the product works. But when they mention that, watch a demo session, it will only take 4 minutes and we cover all the main features. So that demo itself is their product walkthrough. So I'll show you one quick video here, and I'll not show the entire video, but I'll show you that how these demo sessions are, getting inside their product. So once you click on the demo session and say continue, you can see quickly one lady, the pre-recorded videos are playing. And the interesting part, it's look like that lady is actually talking to you. There is no audio right now. But if you experience that, it feels like, hey, somebody is talking with you. And I'll quickly pause here and I'll show you. If you look at the left side, see, they have the entire agenda, ready, that what is going to happen next, along with that timeline. And that is also getting highlighted. That means you are clear that what is going on. Somebody is talking with you. She is talking about that what are the main features, and that feature is like kind of an cool conversations, right? And at the end, you'll see that the whole section is about like 0.3 minutes, and then like the whole agenda is for 15 minutes. So everything is very clear and it's neat and clean, and if you want you can just remove them from there. But the whole point is, somebody is coming here in a demo session and it's showing that the entire product. And if you are new to this product, after this kind of an interactive session, you don't need to actually go and learn something from that product. And so cool. If you guys have not try it out. You will feel amazed with with their onboarding. So one major aspects which I see, that as soon as I log into the product, or I sign up inside the product, how's their onboarding? Is there really enjoyable? Am I learning something from that onboarding? After onboarding, am I going to access the product smoothly? So that is one of the biggest ingredients which I look into when I look into any products there. And Session has nailed down it like anything. So you can actually, there is a 4 minutes of video. They talk about this, and then they share all their features. At the same time, it's an interactive process. You will not feel that it's done by a robot, it's automated. It feels like you are inside the product. Now another interesting part, once you finish that, the last thing they have, that's called session takeaway. And this session takeaways are basically automatically capturing a lot of things, but at the same time, this takeaway will also email it to you that, hey, you attend this, and these all are the session takeaway. And even when you will experience this, you will find that as a demo session also, you are getting that session takeaway. That means inside the product and outside the product, their touch points are really amazing, right? Now I'll close this. I'll show you that what happened after this. Okay, by the way, one thing I forget about. Once I first log in, they have a very interesting loading icon with their logo. That is a simple animation. But at the below of this, they say that, hey, just a second. That's how we communicate and means our conversation happened with our physical users or physical person. So they are trying to put that inside the product. And it's so amazing to see that. Feels like you are actually talking to somebody there. So I show you that video. It's like, this is the entire main console for them, which is neat, clean, and they are communicating everything about their product, including the demo session. And then when you actually end the demo, so what happened? They ask for, hey, your opinion matters to us. They ask for your small, feedback. And that's something which is really important for, you watch that demo, and now you let us know what was your experience about that demo, whether it is like really helpful or it's not. So they are also taking that interesting feedback from their first time onboarded users. Another thing, when you go and after watching the video, they will highlight you that, hey, let's start your first session by creating from their templates. So you don't need to create from blank. They are hand holding you. They are actually guiding you after the demo session also. It's and very interesting that you will never forget that it's a like bad means you will not lost there. And then when you go inside the product, it means when you start creating their first time your session, then everything is very nicely guided. And if you see here, this session is draft. They are helping you to understand what you are doing. Everything in the left side, nicely minimalistic with color coded design, and you can add agenda blocks and all, which they actually explain on their demo video. And then every steps where you are going, they are actually handholding with their nice guided tool, even after watching the demo. And then finally, if you look at that, the steps which are getting completed and which are under process, they are also nicely highlighted by the colors. That means that what is happening in that particular steps or in that particular block of agenda. Now I'll talk about TLDV, because my time is also just 10 minutes there. So I'll talk about TLDV. TLDV, as I mentioned, that it's a meeting recording, and other features are there. But one thing grabbed my attention, and that also I'll show you through a video, Because if you want to use their product, you have to install their Chrome extension. But the installing Chrome extension is amazing. Look at this video. I install the Chrome. I said that okay. Now it's checking. Once I complete, it's automatically redirecting to their page, and it said, "Hey, welcome to TLDB." And then let's get started. So when you first do, they have some kind of a hand holding that okay, this is how TLDB works. They have some animated and graphics and their product screenshots. But look at this. This is how they actually explain that after installing what you have to do. You are not like lost there. And the another interesting part that they put some good thing, humor thing that hey, let's go live. Let's give it a go. And then you can actually do a like test call. And this is what I record today means quite a long time back when I was and if you notice where I just highlight in the your meeting is ready. If you look in Google Meet with this new design, they hide that, right? But TLDB realized that hey, this meeting information is important. Let's bring it up front so that if I want to invite someone, I can quickly share these details, and I can add someone from this pop over or this dialog box immediately, right? This is really interesting and cool feature, right? Now I'll show you that once you are done, then what happened? The TLDB agents basically install, they come, and you start recording the meeting. Once you start recording the meeting, you can actually timestamp, and you don't need to learn something that hey, how the timestamping is happening. And they have some emojis, because nowadays people are sharing their experience through these emojis, and they nicely drill it down, and they put it in the inside their product. And then once you are done, it is their very super minimalistic dashboard where you have all these meetings recorded. And once you go inside any meeting, see, you have all these timestamps ready. Once you click, it automatically brings there. And they have also transcription. I didn't say anything in that demo, so I can't show how the transcription works, but it actually works very nicely. At the same time, you can also add from this. So in that recorded video also, you can add some kind of an highlighters. Means like in this particular time, you have some important points. So it's not about just in the live meeting. After the meeting also, you are able to add your quick highlights there. So it's a really cool, like whoever has designed this, they thought a lot of small thing, but they present it in such a way that user don't need to learn anything. They can learn by themselves. Now I'll show you that if you are uninstalling their Chrome browser, then what happened? That is what I was calling about offboarding the user. So I also experienced that when I experience a product, I experience from both the side, onboarding and offboarding both. So let's say I am removing their Chrome extension. See what will happen. These are all Chrome by default. Then after that, they open a small type form, and it asks that, hey, what is the reason for uninstalling? And it is not that help us to improve and get a chance to win 50 euro Amazon voucher. That's fine. You may not give that Amazon voucher or anything, but they thought about that while offboarding this. We should get in touch with user that why you have uninstalled this and what is the reason for this. So as you see that when I'm looking into the different product, and then when I'm going, just 1 minute, let me go to that. Yeah, when I'm looking into this, I look into from different aspects, like not only just the onboarding, there's some of the design, but how their end-to-end experience. So what is the takeaway from this entire conversation? So today, when you go back to your desk or your computer or your laptop, take out some time and analyze some of your daily use product, and ask yourself that how consistent are their UI elements, what typeface they have used, is there enough contrast, and what are the how is the content they have organized, and many more. if you analyze in that way, then you can also tear down any product, and you can also learn a lot of things from that product. So now, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask me. And if you want to connect with me, go to my website and you can connect with me from there. Over to Gautam.
All right. Thank you so much for the session, Rakesh. I couldn't get my keep my eyes off the screen for your presentation. Look, personally, after a session like that, I don't have any questions, and and yes, let's wait for a few minutes to see if there are any questions from the audience.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
If not, I'm going to assume that the audience had a similar experience to me, which was, oh yeah, you have comments coming in.
Yeah. So I look from a design point of view. So maybe if you're a PM, you can, if you are like designers, you can ask me, feel free to ask me, though, like I'll be happy to answer. And if you have no questions right now, that is also fine. You go to my website. If you want to connect with me, I think if you go to SaaS UI.design also, you can able to connect with me, and so you can go either one, and you can connect and you can ask me anything about the product tear down or the way I actually explain things. And by the way, if you want to feature your product also, let me know. I will definitely give a try. I think from SaaS point of view, what kind of onboarding do you think is most effective? Video walkthrough or giving a demo? It's all depend on the nature of the product. Let's say there are two kinds of onboarding happen. One is the self-serve, another is not self-serve, because some products, for an example, Full Story is a great product, right? Now, if you want to try, somebody need to help, because you cannot try off the shelf. It is not a self-service. So like if you are a like marketer and if you want to implement SaaS, means like Full Story inside your website to understand the traffics and all, then you need somebody from your tech team to help you to add all these codes, and then you will start getting that. So it's completely depend that what kind of product you are designing, means what is your nature of the product. For an example, for Zomentum also, you cannot go and self-serve and start that, because our product needs a lot of integrations. Like, and what we do is we handled the user personally. Our customer success team actually sit with them and they give a detailed session. But when you have a product which is like self-serve kind of a thing, then of course you have to customize your onboarding experience by either a video session, the way, because session was a video entirely, they demo their product with their demo session, right? So if TLDB wants to do, then TLDB will do with the recording things. So the way you have seen that after installing the Chrome extension, they quickly ask you to create a meeting. So it's like more like the nature of the product, and that's how you have to customize your solutions, onboarding solutions. Yeah.
Right.
Welcome, Abhijit. Welcome.
Great. So I think, Rakesh, we can wind up the session.
Sure, no problem.
Thank you so much for the amazing walkthrough. And thanks to all the audience. So we have more sessions coming up. So stick around. The next session starts in 3 minutes.